Good President's Day, Monday to you. I hope you're doing fine at the start of this week. I'm Ron Moore, and this is your morning cup of motivation. Hey, have you ever had those kind of conversations with the Lord where you go, Lord, why am I going through this trial? Why is this happening in my life? Well, so many times we think that trials are a pass-fail. Like the Lord's just sitting there going, will they pass or not? Well, truth is, the Lord already knows whether you're going to pass or fail. He's got that covered. He's all-knowing, so he already knows. But see, we go through those kind of trials because, it's not so that God can know about us. He knows everything there is about us, but so that we can have an understanding of God, so we can have a better understanding of God. So that's what took place with Moses and the kids of Israel. Had just seen that great miracle parting of the Red Sea. They got on the other side, you remember? And they couldn't see any water. See, they needed to understand that God would take care of them. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went into that fiery furnace, they had great resolve that they were going to do the right thing, but they needed to understand that God would be right there in that fire with them. He wasn't going to leave them. And not only would he be there in that fire with them, they weren't going to get burned. I'm telling you, child of God, if you're going through a fiery trial right now, listen, you're not going to get burned, and he's right there with you. Peter needed to understand more about God there. When he was sinking on the ocean, on the sea, you remember? He took his eyes off Jesus. How many times do we sink when we take our eyes off Jesus? He needed to understand that God was going to pick him up. No matter what he did, no matter how he'd blown it, God was going to pick him up. And the same thing with Paul. See, Paul, even though shipwrecked, beaten, abandoned, and yet he had to understand that he was going to fulfill the destiny and the calling that God had upon him. So, child of God, I just want you to know that whether you're going through a financial trial, whether you're going through a relationship trial, maybe in your marriage or with some member of your family, with somebody you're romantically involved with, whatever kind of trial you're going through, I want you to know, see, the Lord is wanting to work in your life so that you'll understand more about who he is and what he's capable of in your life, that he's all-powerful. He wants you to understand that. And so that's what James did in the first chapter, I love the King Jimmy's version of that, I got to tell you, where it says, count it all joy, knowing the trying of your faith. Count it all joy when you're going through those trials. The King James says through temptations, but literally in the Greek it's talking about the trials, any kind of trying of your faith. Count it all joy. Now, can I confess something to you this morning? I'm not really there yet that when I see a storm coming, I'm going, oh, good, I just can't wait to go through this trial. I'm not there yet. But I'm telling you what, the trials I've been through in this time has brought that patience that when something now starts to happen, most of the time, I'm saying, Lord, I know who you are. Oh, listen, when you learn who God is, it's a game changer in your life. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you again on Wednesday. Bye-bye now.